The thick of the regular season now, Greg. Do you like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are they're gone. Then there's Brown, and it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to White from downtown. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now, here's Barrett. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Pass to Queta. Here's Walsh, covered by Barnes. Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Won't win games in this league with an offensive night like that. They've got some things to figure out.
Pritchard passes to White. Back to Pritchard. Good, he hits the jump shot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't, and most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Rocket two, a three from Quickly, buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brown dishes to White. There's 1:47 left here in the first quarter. Brown outside. White setting the pick for Brown. Here's Walsh. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Hurdle with a screen on Brown. Takes a shot at the elbow. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Over to the left wing. Walsh. Off target with his three. Raptors leading by 3. Ingram right side. The kick out to Barnes. Quickly with a wide open look. From outside off the mark. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
He gets it in there.
That's a slick move off the deck. Brown finds ways to free himself up.
Outside Barrett. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. Again, Toronto.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Raptors lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Tick is out there with Barnes. Then it's Walter. And it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Here's Shireman. And here is Simon. Pass to Hauser. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Hauser's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Kevin, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in, and then for Boston. Walsh is checked in, and it's Brown in for Sam Hauser. Here's Shed. Still yet to score. Pass to Dick. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by Toronto.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
3-pointer, Simon. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors trail by 3. Back to Ingram. A 3-ball. Hits the 3-point bomb. Ingram's got 5. And with the trend break toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss plays more than anything. But as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Here's Shed. 9 points last game out. Here's Dick. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. For Boston, they have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Brown against Ingram. Brown, no good.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
I mean, his contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Out to White. The tray. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
Raptors trail by 3. Here's Shed. He has yet to score. Three-pointer. Rebound, Boston. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Boucher. In Brown now atop the key. It's good from the top of the key. And now a 5-point Celtic lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Barnes screen on Brown. Bounce pass Ingram. Off target from three-point range. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics out in front as they end the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas, we got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Raptors.
Gotta get these fellas some allergy medicine. They're clearly allergic to the paint, and it's a problem.
Aren't you sponsored by an allergy medication?
Not yet, and not one that can fix this.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. On the floor for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the foursome.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
For three, Ingram. The rebound by Queta.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Brown. This one for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 5. And the dunk by Barnes.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back over to you guys.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Raptors trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Ingram. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingram's got 8 points.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. Third spot, the Celtics.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Barrett against White. Pass to Queta. Now here's Brown. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Here's Brown. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Barnes bounce pass. A three from Quickly. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 6. And White kicks to Brown. Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barrett the pass to Barnes. Here's Quickly. That three off the mark. Down low. The kick out to Brown. Back to White. Pass to Pritchard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And let's look at the numbers here for Brandon Ingram. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's getting around 20 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
And Toronto making a change here. Robo's checked in. Austin also with the sub. Simons is checked in. Good on the bucket. Ingram's got 10.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there often.
Pass to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. White setting the pick for Simon. Boston, no good that time either.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Nobody near Barnes. Misses the three. There's the three. And Simons is good for 3. He's got 6.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors trail by 7. They've got Dick. He's out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Walter in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Here's Simons after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Brown kicks to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A baseline J. Again, Simons missing.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Mobo gets the basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Minot, covered by Barnes. That does not go. Raptors trail by 3. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Celtics leading by 3. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
We need you to get right now for your North Side Crew.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now Pritchard. Beyond the arc. Pirtle there for the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The shot is off. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. The three goes down.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Ingram. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Celtics leading by 6. Brown with it, now guarded by Ingram. Here's Brown. Lock at 6. Now Pritchard for 3. Rebounded by Ingram.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Brown with it. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Ingram fires. Rebounded by Brown. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Brandon Ingram. First personal foul. First game foul.
They've led by as many as 11 points. Now Pritchard launches it. Crane from outside.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Toronto calls timeout. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
Here's Ingram. Down it goes for three.
A score in any situation. The high stakes just motivate Ingram.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting the ball. Derek White. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It falls!
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting the Boston. Peyton Pritchard. At the line for
Shoot 2.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Now Ingram jacks up a 3. No good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Brandon Ingram. Second personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for Boston. Peyton Pritchard. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Ingram! So we see Boston get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence